This is what my septic system leach field area looks like this morning. I got the okay now from the engineer to bury it. Unfortunately, I don't think this is what the engineer had in mind. A little bit of sunshine coming out. Up here at the cabin, I'm trying to finish this leach field and septic tank system, and got a little bit accomplished today, covering up the plumbing on both ends. But the only heat I have in the cabin right now is a propane stove, propane infrared heater type thing, and a fireplace. And I'm out of firewood. So I'm going to cut this log up so I have some firewood for tonight. We got the drain field all backfilled. This isn't really set to grade yet. We're facing another major winter storm coming in. I'm going to get the excavator and my tractor out of here and the little dump truck. And my grandson come up and helped me this morning. He caulked the risers and stuff around the tank. It's what the health department wants. Once all that's sealed, the he did all that and worked on the little dump truck to get it ready to go out of here. I got just a little bit of finish up work here, and I'm not going to worry too much about burying the tank to be, back to grade. Just covered a little bit to get it covered from the sun for the winter. Having to fight this weather makes it a lot more difficult to get anything really done in any kind of an efficient way. And that's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. Chained up the old Dodge, loaded up the Yanmar Excavator. We're going to attempt to climb out of this valley that we're in here. Once I make this initial climb, then it shouldn't be too much of a problem going on out of here, but the road is shaded, snow-packed, the weather is warm, so that's not a good thing. If it was freezing, it would be easier to come out of here, but we'll give it a try and see what happens. I didn't get a chance to film anything coming out of that mountain. But I got down on the highway and got about halfway home. Blew a tire right about dusk. Almost made me crash. I was going 60 miles an hour. And kind of damaged my truck, which isn't unusual, but it tore that fill spout right out of the tank, broke it. So if I can't get that basically glued back in or melted back in, which is hard to melt them when it's a fuel tank, but they make a glue that works on these. If I can't get that done, then I got to drop the tank and replace it. It ripped the fuel spout right out of the body. It was a rather violent explosion, which isn't unusual. It's a tire that holds 80 pounds pressure, and I was pulling a 13,000 pound load, had quite a bit of tongue weight, and it blew that tire. Pretty exciting. So I mounted one of these mud and snow tires on one of my rims. This is the tire I have on the front. I had 4 of those, and I only could get 2 of those on because the rear brake drums were too big for these aluminum rims. And that's one of the original tires off the truck. So these 2 are basically the same size. Now we're going to compare that to this to see if they'll run, because I only have 3 of these tires. I've got a screaming deal on them, but if you can't find the 4th tire, then you're kind of screwed, yeah.